that was it. And Richard said, don't go right, he told me, you know, don't go right up after you shoot something like that. He said, typically up here we'll get back and maybe throw a rock or two and kind of have somebody with a gun watching, and you have your gun too, and you just never know. He said, wait a little while, throw some rocks and sticks and see if anything's happening, and when you're satisfied that he's done, nothing's moving on him, he's not nothing at all, go and then go. So anyway, I start to go up in there, and oh no, don't go up there, Russell, don't go. I said, yeah, I got to go check it out. No, that's too soon. I said, no, I'm going up. Well, no, I got to go up and look at it. I got this gun here, and he's not in good shape. He doesn't look to be alive. She said, well, Russell, wait. I will go back and get my pistol and cover you. I said, please, no, Wilma. She's very unsafe with her pistol. She has a little Belgian-made silver pistol, and she uses it like a professor uses a stick to point at everything, and she'll point right at you. Well, right there, and she'll use it to point. That pistol makes me real nervous. Because I'm a nut on safety with guns, like my dad was. But she wanted to go get that and cover me. Well, I don't really want her in back of me covering me. So I finally convinced her not to, and then I went up there, and yeah, it was dead. And so then I had to go call Buck. I couldn't lift it, it was heavy. I called Buck up after midnight. I think 12:17, Sarah said, the answering machine time. 12:17. They happened to be up still. What night was that? On a Friday night, I believe. But anyway, Buck came up, and we hooked a couple of those nylon straps on either one of the bear's feet, and he got a hold of one and I got a hold of the other, and we drug it down the hill the same way bear number 2 rolled, right down that hill, right up against the building there where the other one went, and then we drug it around to where I could get a hold of it with my winch, and then we winched it, and then we took it to his place and we hung it up in the rafter. On its back, in the back of the pickup, we slit it open and did all that work, and took the guts out and all that, and then we hooked on and yarded it up into the rafters and skinned it out. And we fiddled with it. We were there from, well, we got finished at 6 a.m. with everything we had to do. It had a very thick hide, a very greasier than hell. It was a picture of health, totally fat over every bit of its muscle, unbelievable fat. And that's pretty much it on that. Oh, I examined it real closely to see if it possibly could have been one of those other bears that was shot, and I looked at the hide inside and out. There was no other wound there was no other penetration of the fur on this bear, or his hide. There was a couple fighting where he'd fought with something that scratched the hell out of his nose and torn a corner of his pad off of his foot. And I never hit him with the second shot at all. Initially I thought maybe I'd hit him. I saw a lot of blood on his wrist. That had just come out of his nose and there was a big deal of blood, and there was no... I totally missed with the second shot when I was thrashing around. I wanted to weigh him, but really couldn't because there was nothing open. And then Buck said Buck killed a few of them. He said we needed to get on it, and before the rigor mortis sets in, makes it harder. So, but anyway, so I couldn't weigh it. Because typically when I want to weigh things, I just drive across this outfit where I used to work. There's scales, and I know my pickup weighs 2,800 pounds, and then I weigh things like that. So, but we couldn't do that because that's closed at night. And Buck didn't want to wait. I had to get right on it, he said. So we got right on it. Well, that's about it.
So when you go home, there's still a couple bears out there.
That's probably it, Steph.
Yeah.
There's probably a couple bears.
Yeah.